Now, narrowly speaking, the Centurion is not a World War II tank. It was designed and manufactured, and prototypes were sent into Western Europe, but none of them got into action before Germany surrendered. But they were in Europe for a battlefield debut. And this is a Centurion. It represents the pinnacle of British World War II tank design. Which isn't really saying much because British tank design during World War II was awful to mediocre to perhaps acceptable. One of the major problems was engines. Again, I have mentioned it, the Air Force, we all know, was going to World War II all on its own. So powerful engines were all sent to the Air Force to power their aircraft that would win the war. And until the atomic bomb came along, that was wishful thinking. But the British actually used the Spitfire engine, a Meteor engine, in this vehicle to finally give it the power that it requires. It has got beautiful armor. It's got originally a 17-pounder. This one has a 20-pounder. The final version had the 105. It is well armored. It is very reliable, and it was basically a frontline battle tank until just recently with subsequent upgrades. So Canada used it, the Israelis were using it. It was an excellent vehicle in '73, in the '73 war. And this particular vehicle is fascinating because it was a Canadian Army vehicle, which was probably taken out of service in '78 when the Leopards started arriving. And it was basically turned into a gate guard. It was sitting in front of a Canadian base outside of Montreal. You know, the engine, the 105 had been removed and a 20-pounder put in it because it was going to be a monument. It sat outside on a concrete base. When that base closed down, it was recovered and brought here, and it was sitting in a field. So it's been sitting in a field for 40-odd years, engineless, and until we could find an engine, not basically rebuildable. However, about 3 years ago, we did locate an engine, and we purchased it, and we brought it here, and we put an extraordinarily talented team together, and they managed to get the engine running, tested it. It started running fine. Then the next phase was to actually get it into this vehicle and make sure that every single component in this vehicle is functional. And on July 1st of this year, 2020, this vehicle went into the field, and with only minor maintenance issues, including finding we needed to replace a certain seal. That was the only major issue. It managed to do a number of laps in our tank arena, and it is a real high point of a year that has been filled with low points because of COVID-19. And it's also it's a testament to the dedication of our team of maintainers and our commitment to make vehicles run.